Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to some more F1 2020 My Team career mode. Here we are at the end of last episode and heading on into this one. We had a victory at Azerbaijan, which I am very proud of, and let's hope that the same can be done in the next few Grand Prix. So this episode will be the Canadian Grand Prix as well as the French Grand Prix. Chassis department's morale is low, but we do have a failed component which we will restart that upgrade. We have 971, probably doing bearings a little. I want to improve our powertrain. Let's do that. Let us do bearings. Let's just do a standard development and let's move on. Welcome to Canada. Let's take a look at what we're facing at Canada. It seems it's dry track for qualifying and the race itself. R&D wise, we're still the fastest car on the track. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else that I need to talk about here. Gearbox is pretty fresh. It's only gone through 2 races. Yeah, the engine's fine. So I'm gonna go into practice and then I'll see you guys afterwards for qualifying. Coming in for our first lap, I think 110 is to beat. We scored a 110.061, which is fastest lap. Alright, let's head on back to the garage and let's see if that is good enough. I think that should be good enough to see us into Q2, but let's take a look. After one shot at that, we are still P1 by the end of Q1, so we are heading on into Q2. Jack Aitken gets P7 in Q1, so he's also through to Q2. Alexander Albon, Ocon, Grosjean, Giovinazzi, Latifi, and De Vries are knocked out and are not heading on to Q2, so that is good to see. As we head on into Q2, let's see if we can do more of the same. Taking a little shorter cut, corner cut there because of Magnussen, but our time isn't good. Maybe I should go one more lap. Alright, our second lap is a lot better, 0.3 faster. Let's hope this is good enough. Alright, we are 7th. Let's see what position we end up. Nearly 0.9, 0.8 faster, and that should see us with the fastest lap of Q2. Let's go. Alright, Q2 is over, and there we go again. It was faster than Q1 with a 109.7. That is insanely quick. I like this. Jack Aitken makes it to Q3 as well, making it just about with 10th place. Magnussen, Sainz, Vettel, Norris, Perez, and Leclerc miss out on Q3. Let's head on in and see if we can get another pole. I'm feeling good. Alright, our first lap of Q3. There's a bit of rain falling from the sky, and we score a fastest lap once again. It's a 110.07 though. There we go, back-to-back pole positions. We had pole at Azerbaijan, now we have pole at the Canadian Grand Prix with a 110.078 time. That's the best. And then Verstappen fills out the front row of the grid. Hamilton is doing pretty well at P4, and ahead of him is George Russell. Bottas behind Hamilton, Stroll, Ricciardo, Kvyat, Gasly, and P10 for Jack Aitken. It's looking like a good lineup for the race itself, so let's head on into the race and hope for another P1 finish.
Bonjour! It's time once again to go racing here in Montreal, the second largest French-speaking city in the world, and home since 1978 to the Canadian Grand Prix. With top speeds of around 210 miles per hour heading into the overtaking opportunity of turn 13, the 2.7 miles of the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve are some of the quickest on the Formula One calendar. There are 14 corners in total, with 60% of the lap taken at full throttle, and average lap speeds clock in at about 130 miles per hour. With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Falcon lines up on pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Hamilton, Valtteri Bottas, and Stroll, Ricciardo, Kvyat, Gasly, and Jack Aitken, Leclerc, Perez, Lando Norris, and Vettel, Sainz, Magnussen, Nick de Vries, and Nicholas Latifi. Giovinazzi, Ocon, Albon, and Romain Grosjean sits at the back of the grid. Now, it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track.
After the points finish last race, let's aim to keep the momentum going.
Welcome to Canada. Let's get started for the race. Gonna check our race strategy. I'd like to very much end on soft compound tires, but if it's not possible, we will go for the soft medium, which seems to be the case right now. For our fuel mixture, I think we were able to successfully complete the Grand Prix with low fuel. That is fine. Just like Azerbaijan, we should be okay. Let's hope there are no safety cars this time around, since we used up, what, 5 safety cars in the previous episode. So let's see what we can do. 5 red lights at Canada, and off we go. Overtake and a rich fuel mixture. Ooh, I had a bit of a slip there. Oh. What's happening? My car is veering. Why? Collision with Max Verstappen. Well, he collided into me, boy. Oh, that's maybe why. Max Verstappen was on my tail, and his contact kind of pushed me around. But anyway, we're pulling away here. Alright, good series of turns. Thank you. Trying to push away from Max Verstappen and the pack, because being stuck back there is always bad news. Oh, good turn. Now we go rich and overtake. Maximum power, maximum energy. Let's go. Alright, lap 1 down. Uh-oh. Max Verstappen's on my tail now, but that's okay because we still maintain the 1 second lead ahead of him. Rich and overtake deployed. Nice. Good run there. To get another fastest lap.
This lap, you can use it when within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Ooh, alright, lap 5 is almost over. Gotta make it past the chicane, and then we are on to lap 6, which I think is our boxing lap? I don't know. I'll take that corner cut. It's lagging. I had a lag spike there. I had to take that corner cut. Alright, we're coming in for our pit stop now. I've been doing fairly well keeping up our delta, and Max Verstappen is now approximately 4 seconds ahead of us. So we are going in. There we go. Into the pit lane. Max Verstappen seems to be going on, I guess. Yeah, he's going ahead. But we're going to pit according to plan because this is our best option. New fresh mediums. 2.4 seconds, not good enough, but we'll make it work. Alright, let's move on. Ooh, overtake on Norris there. It worked. Ooh. A little wide there. That was poor from me, and there was lag on my screen. Like, imagine playing on a PC with no lag, no issues. Like my PC, like I should be star driver in the world right now, considering how much lag I play with. Jesus. Like, that was all lag, but we'll take it. Thank you. The game doesn't even recognize that I just corner cut there. Let's go. Alright, double DRS on this long start-finish straight here. That's good. Another lap down and lap 13.
We're increasing our gap on the car behind by around a second a lap.
I'm quick. I'm Keemstar fast. Boy. Oh, another fastest lap. What? I didn't even try for it. Oh, Max Verstappen just took our fastest lap. Oh, he's on softs, that's why. Maybe when we get on new mediums, we should try for another fastest lap, and we probably should have a lot of fuel saved for that. Driver behind.
Verstappen behind. Our gap behind is 3.9 seconds. They're on old softs. Their tyres are 5 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1:13.0.
Alright, we're still doing well. I'm just trying to do clean laps here. Just to see out the race now, because we are in pole position and
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
what's Jeff recommending? Okay, sure. Lap 23, fresher tires towards the end of the race, I guess. That's fine. If he thinks that is the fastest, then sure. Jeff, your wish is my command. Okay, Verstappen is slowly catching. Might be because of my poor driving from all this lag on my screen. Time to send it now. I've been getting a little too complacent up here. Uh-oh. Oh no. VSC. Goodness me. Uh-oh, VSC. Okay. We gotta manage this because I'm very bad at VSC. Vettel is out of the race. Alright, there we go. Green flag. Thank God it wasn't a safety car, but look at Russell's delta now. It's 2.5. Yellow flag? For what? Is the car here? Ah, there it is. Sebastian Vettel's car is right there. Anyway, we move. I mean, there's not much to report here. I'm just driving clean laps. Just waiting for my pit window for new mediums, and then we're good to go to the end of the Grand Prix. Oh no, Russell is 2 seconds behind me now. I have no idea. This lag is not good for me, man. This lag is also testing my patience. This, or rather, I should say frame drop. Like, goodness me. The frame drop is also affecting my like reaction on my controller. Like, it's unbelievable. So I'm going on lean here, preparing for our next set of medium compound tires, which is good. Let's see. Max Verstappen is approximately 14 seconds behind me, but he also has to pit. Hamilton has to pit. Russell pitted already, so it might be tight here. Our boys need to give us a quick turnaround here. Quick. Oh, yes, beautiful. 2 seconds I'll take. 2.1 I'll take. Okay, Verstappen went by. He needs to pit. Hamilton went by. He needs to pit too. Oh, Russell is right on my tail. Right there. Look at him. George Russell's right behind us now. Alright, let's go. We gotta push now. Oh, overtake on Hamilton. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Inadvertently did it. My frames just dropped and I was like improvising my turn there. We gotta push on Verstappen now. Oh, Lewis Hamilton's right behind me now. Oh, got the better exit there. Come on. Rich and overtake. This is where we push. It's towards the end of the Grand Prix. Ah, yes, Lewis Hamilton is left in the dirt. Oh, that was poor from me. Actually poor from the computer because of frame drops. Got DRS, got DRS, got DRS. We gotta punch it. Because it seems like Max Verstappen came in a little earlier than we did and is gonna finish on those tires, so... Good exit. Come on, come on, come on. Rich and overtake. Ah, yes, DRS. Finally, we got DRS for the last straight here. Gonna punch it with everything we've got because Verstappen is going to finish the race on those mediums. Ooh, overtake on Max Verstappen right there. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Gotta get out of here. Oh, got the overtake done. P1, P1, P1. Punch it. Full send. Alright, how we doing? How we doing? Overtake is kind of out, but we can manage that. Good. Good turn. Alright, we're dropping down to standard as we enter the final couple of laps. Ah! What is wrong with that? Come on. Good turn. Nah, not a good exit though. Okay, decent exit. We bridged the gap, or we extended the gap to like 1 point something seconds. Alright, penultimate lap done. Coming in for the final lap of the Grand Prix. Almost done. Alright, it's over. The start finish straight now. It's all coming to a close now. What a race it has been. 6-second delta to Hamilton. We've done extremely well. Here we go. Coming in for the end of the Grand Prix. Double P1s all around. Smashed the car on the way in. Why not? But what a win.
Nice work. That's P1. Race win. Well done.
That's it then for another magnificent Canadian Grand Prix, and they've hung on to take a sublime victory here today. Anthony Davidson, a resounding victory today. What set them apart from the rest?
Well, I honestly feel it was down to the driver and car today. I mean, we can talk driver skill all day, but if you don't have a solid team to back that, you're never going to get anywhere. When you hit that sweet spot of having both an excellent driver and an incredible car, that's when you see results like those we witnessed today.
Welcome then to the podium, our top three drivers. What a great effort from them today in a very difficult race.
Well, what a result it was. Indeed, P1 at the end of the Grand Prix weekend. Wow. Another stunner despite all the lag and the frame drops on the screen. I have no idea how to solve that issue. I just need a better PC or something. This is so frustrating, but we managed to pull through with the victory. What a result it is at Canada. Look at that. I love the final grid lineup here. We get P1, Lewis Hamilton, Verstappen get P2 and 3, and that rounds out the podium. Russell, Stroll, Bottas, Gasly, Perez, Aitken, who gets P9, and Leclerc round out the rest of the top 10. Let's take a look at the bottom half of the grid, which is Ricciardo, Kvyat, Sainz, Norris, Magnussen, Ocon, De Vries, Grosjean, Latifi, Albon, Giovinazzi, and Vettel. Vettel does not finish the race, so Ferrari are experiencing some durability issues, I guess. But yeah, I love seeing Su Motorsport be there in the top 10. This is a beautiful result from us and a valuable 26 points because of our fastest lap. Look at that, 112.1. Which is insanely quick compared to the other times. We're about 6/10 faster than the other drivers on the grid. So let's take a look at the standings now, because there are some shifts going on. We jump up to P5 with 67 points. We are 63 points away from the leaders Valtteri Bottas, and Ricardo is only 13 points away. So Bottas has extended the gap a little, I guess. I think it was Ricardo was 5 points away. I don't know. Jack gets some points as well with P9 finish. That means 2 points. He's up to 14 points now in P13 in the driver's standing. I am hoping to get at least a P1 this year, or maybe a podium within the driver's standing. So this is a good showing from us this weekend. Constructor standing wise, we are also bumped up to P5 with 81 points, which is 155 points behind Mercedes. Red Bull are only 6 points away from Mercedes, so that is a tight race. But I'm again hoping for a podium finish in the constructors standings as well. So this is a good showing this weekend, and hopefully in the next Grand Prix as well, we will be able to solidify our position up the order here. We are back and heading on into the next Grand Prix, which is the French Grand Prix. So let's take a look at our R&D. After accumulating some research and development points, I think it is time to invest a little more in our car. Find suspension arms, major drag reduction upgrade, so that we can open up this centerpiece here. I think it'll be good to trigger, so let's get that. Things are looking good, but we do have an invitational before we head on into the French Grand Prix, and it happens to be at the French Grand Prix circuit, at the Circuit de Paul Ricard. So let's head on to the invitational and see if we can get this sorted. Here we are at the invitational event. I think we get 1,000 claim and 150k from full completion. We're in the 1996 Williams FW18 car, so we have to finish in first place, and it's a pursuit. So let's get this done and dusted quickly, right? Here we go, completed the circuit. Whew. Man, that was a hard one, but we did pass it. Nicely done. Got the money, got the acclaim. Alright, so welcome to Canada. I did all the practice programs. As you see, it's all grayed out, and we're heading on into qualifying. Interestingly, we don't have a weather report in our messages. I don't know if that's a glitch or something, I don't know, but if you look at the icons on the qualifying and race tabs here, you see it's rain. So we're going to have a wet French Grand Prix. Also, after our last Grand Prix, we are 15 points to Charles Leclerc's 12, so we are in the lead in the rivalry. So let's hope that we can solidify our lead further here at France. Here we go. R&D as well. 1300 to our name. We will start here. Let's trigger that one. Can we do both perhaps? Nah, we don't have enough. We'll let that slide. Also, one last thing I want to show you guys is that Mercedes overtook both Red Bull and BWT Racing Point. They are now second. Mercedes is second, and we are still in the lead. So hopefully we can keep this lead going in season 2. Let's head on into qualifying and see if we can qualify pretty high. Alright, coming in for our first lap of Q1. It's like 143 to beat. We are just slower than that. We're in P3 right now. I might give this one more run. Alright, lap 2 of Q1. We are 4/10 faster than our first run here. Let's see if that is anywhere near. Okay, we're P4. I think that should be good enough to see us through to Q2. Let's see. Alright, coming in for another lap in Q1 because there's a dry stint towards the end of the race. We are 12, almost 13 seconds ahead of our previous record on intermediates, and look at that, we are 1-2 Sioux Motorsport right now. Jack Aitken with the fastest lap, but we are just behind him. Let's see if we can do one more run here because I'm liking this dry stint here. Yeah, our lap isn't better. It's like a second slower, so we're just gonna stick with the one run that we had at the start. Let's hope that is good enough to see us into Q2. There we go. We are sitting at P11 after that short stint, soft compound stint, and we are heading on into Q2. De Vries, Latifi, Sainz, Giovinazzi, Albon, and Grosjean miss out on Q2. Jack Aitken gets P3, interestingly, so we are in good shape. So let's head on into Q2. Coming in for our first lap of Q2, it is looking good so far. We have to beat 131.1 something, but we're only in P15. Not good, not good. And why is it all of a sudden dry? It was expected to be very rainy and wet, but all of a sudden it's dry. But we're going for one more run here. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Ran out of fuel right there. Jesus. Alright, well, we get knocked out of Q2 because I ran out of fuel in the last turn. Oh, God. It's all bad news for us. We sit P16, so hopefully we can weave through the field during the race itself and secure a top 10 finish. So let's head on into the race and see if Jack Aitken can get a decent result as well.
Hello and welcome to the Circuit Paul Ricard, current home of the French Grand Prix, an event dating all the way back to 1906. It's been held at many venues over the years, with famous moments from Dijon and Manicourt the feature of many a highlights reel. And let's hope we see more of those in the race today. We have 15 corners here at the Circuit Paul Ricard, 6 to the left and 9 to the right. The rain is coming down and making for a slippery racing surface, but luckily there is plenty of runoff available, and hopefully we'll be able to avoid bringing out a safety car during today's Grand Prix. Anthony Davidson is alongside me as usual for the race today. Let's talk about Falcon. No grid penalties, no mitigating circumstances, just a poor qualifying performance and a very disappointing start position for them today.
They'll have a sinking feeling as they look up from the cockpit and realise they're in a different postcode to the start line for sure. But the one positive they can hold on to is that the car is quick and they can make their way through the field.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Ricciardo, Pierre Gasly and Leclerc, Aitken, Vettel, Kvyat and Sergio Perez, Russell, Norris, Lance Stroll and Magnussen, Ocon, Falcon, Romain Grosjean and Alexander Albon, Giovinazzi, Sainz, Latifi and Nick De Vries. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
Now that we've got some points on the board, let's continue this form and aim for another top 10 finish.
Alright guys, here we are at France, and look, it's raining. Like, what is wrong with the weather in with the weather platform on our software or whatever? I don't know what to say. Like, I was told it was gonna rain throughout the whole qualifying session and the race itself, but then during qualifying we got sun, and then on the PDA thing, I don't know, whatever it is that I look at, the iPad thing, it said that the race was going to be dry, and I panicked. And then now look, it's raining again. This is super weird. Anyway, it seems like our race strategy is going to be three-way intermediates. So yeah, I mean, it's the exact same tire compound, so I don't think there's anything we can do to change that. We are going to lower our fuel load massively because we don't need that much fuel when we use intermediate tires. So maybe 56 kilograms would do. We'll do that instead, approximately 2 laps under. Car setup wise, I did the best I could. It's raining, so I'm gonna stay with the 5.5 wings. It's supposed to be 8. I don't know why all this changed. Fuel is good, tires are good, strategy is good. So let's head on into the race itself and hope for a top 10 finish. Jack Aiken and P7 as well, so let's hope we can get a podium. Alright, here we go, getting ready to race in France. Let's go. Oh, perfectly timed. Okay, good. I managed that. The water is slipping under the wheels, but thankfully I managed to get out of there. Oh, around the outside.
Illegal maneuver. Cede that position or we'll receive a penalty.
Okay, there we go. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. We got our 2 warnings, but we are in P9. We just have to do clean racing until the end. Oh, okay. Ooh, that was a tense start. Extremely tense start. 27 laps, and lap 1 was a insane one. Come on, push. Gotta get closer to Jack. Oh, doing alright on time. Vettel overtook Aiken, or Aiken overtook Vettel. He's just ahead of us now. So let's see if we can catch up to the pack now. We are catching, slowly but surely. Alright, here we go. Preparing for our pit window now. We are coming in at the end of this lap for new intermediates. I mean, I've been struggling all race trying to make sure these tires stay put and healthy for the race, but right now the car is slip and sliding, hence why my time to Vettel has increased from like a couple seconds to like 12. Alright, we're dipping in for new intermediate tires. Seems like a lot of others are on the same wavelength as us as well, so let's see what damage we can do on new intermediates instead of the old intermediates that we're on right now. I mean, tire wear looks okay. Front left is struggling a little, but let's see. Come on, boys. Quick pit stop. Quick pit stop. Boom, boom. Ah, slow, boys. Slow. 3 seconds is slow. 2.7. Extremely slow. That's near 3 seconds, man. Alright, we got a lot of people in the pits now. I think we're going to regain our P9 spot that we had. Oh no, we're just outside the points. Giovinazzi's ahead. We will keep pushing. Alright, a lot of others pitted right now. 3 in the pits, so I'm back up to P9. It's a good thing to see. Falling into the pits now to change out for our final intermediates. I think we're going to get bumped down. I don't think we're going to get a top 10 finish at this rate. Unless those other cars still need to pit, but I doubt that. I think everyone pitted already. I'm one of the slow pitters. So let's see how quick our boys can get me out there. Alright. Wow, they give me Red Bull service on the second one. Alright. Let's see how far behind we are.
Caution. The virtual safety car is out.
Virtual safety car, huh?
Maintain a positive delta. Okay, slow down.
Sebastian Vettel's out of the race. Goodness.
Which means you are
Kvyat hitting me again, alright.
that brings you up the place.
Yeah, but I got wing damage, bro. That's gonna make a unsteerable car even more unsteerable. Like, Jesus Christ. This car has trouble trying to steer. It's a P15 for us, I think. I'm gonna try and defend this. Oh, Jack Aiken with the fastest lap there. You see, that's the potential of our car, but I don't know what is up with mine. It's just struggling so hard. Ooh, Max Verstappen wins the Grand Prix, but here we are, trying to fend off Kvyat and crew behind us, trying to solidify a P15 finish. No points for us, but I think Jack Aiken got some points for us, so that's a good sight to see. I mean, this car was overall a disaster to race around this track. I don't know, I think it's a downforce issue because the car setup wasn't right. So, I mean, the car feels fine, it's just that I can't turn. Like, this is supposed to be taken full throttle and full swing, full steering, and look, I'm full steering and I can't even make that turn. I did make it when it was drier, but no, not anymore. Yep. That's pretty much summarizes the whole race. Like, I can't race. Here we go. Back to the start-finish straight with a disappointing P15.
Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
Another superb French Grand Prix comes to an end, and it's a thoroughly deserved victory. So Anthony, what made the difference out there today?
I think that smart tyre management on track and very smooth driving definitely assisted in their victory today. That combination meant they got the absolute maximum out of their tyres at all times.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everyone at the team.
Alright, here we are at the final results page of the French Grand Prix. You can see Verstappen, Hamilton, and Bottas get the top 3 spots on the podium. Ricciardo, Leclerc just behind them, with Jack getting P6, which is quite impressive with the fastest lap. So that means 9 points secured by Jack. Gasly, Norris, Sainz, and Albon round out the rest of the top 10. Perhaps if I decided to stay out, I could have gotten a top 10 spot, I think. So, I don't know. I don't know what the tire wear would have been like, but yeah, I think I could have gotten a top 10 if I did not pit for a second set of inters. George Russell is right behind there. Giovinazzi is behind there. Ocon, Perez, and then ourselves at P15. Kvyat, Magnussen, Grosjean, Latifi, De Vries, Stroll, and Vettel. Vettel does not finish the race again, so he has a durability issue for sure. This episode, I don't think Vettel finished the race, but that is quite interesting to see. Anyway, I think I have to blame my car for that result. Like, the car didn't steer at all. I think the car was well grounded, but it doesn't steer. That is something that I think I have to mess around with the downforce, I think. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, P6 now in the driver standings. We get shoved down by Charles Leclerc, who gets 68 points in total so far to our 67, so he is 1 point ahead of us. That we can easily make up in the next Grand Prix and whatnot. Valtteri Bottas, Verstappen, and Ricciardo stand at the top. Verstappen overtaking his teammate Ricciardo with this Grand Prix result. Constructor standings. Mercedes take over Red Bull Racing. 2-point difference between them. That is quite interesting. And then we are in P5 with 90 points. I mean, I think we were in P5 in the previous episode as well. So I don't think that's a position change. Rather, it is more a maintenance of P5. We are not that far off from Racing Point, who are 19 points ahead of us. So hopefully we can push on them in the next video. Losing out to Charles Leclerc in the rivalry in this video. We are still tied at 18. We had the lead for a moment, but then Charles Leclerc caught us at 18 points flat for both of us. Our claim looks good. 13. I'm still stuck at 13. I don't know how I can get it higher. I think I have to win that rivalry and win some races. Level 16 team acclaim. We earned approximately 939k. And we took a 10k deduction, which gives us another 90k. So I think our cash balance should be pretty good. Yeah, 9.32 million to invest. So, what can I say about this video? Well, definitely a redemption in the previous Grand Prix in Canada. Definitely keeping up the high standard of racing that we performed in Azerbaijan. We had a disgrace at Monaco, Azerbaijan first place, and then Canada, we kept that up and got first place again, which is a stunning result, especially with a fast circuit like Canada. I really love Canada. It's a really comfortable spot for me, so I'm glad I got a lot of points there. Sadly, we cannot keep that up at France. I mean, during the practice sessions when everything was dry, I was setting fastest laps here and there. It was pretty good, and I thoroughly did enjoy racing in France, but all of a sudden the weather just came into play, and then the computer decided to, set up a whole new car for me, a whole new setup. And the car did not feel right. It did not steer. It was well grounded. I felt like it was okay, but there were two things to the car setup that I didn't like, which was that it was very heavy. The car did not have a lot of speed, and then it couldn't turn. Like, I was taking turns at like first gear, second gear, and still I was missing the apexes. So I really don't know what is going on with the car setup. Hopefully it's a one-off thing. I'll mess around with the downforce. I mean, I was expected to have 5.8 wings, but I got 5.5 instead. I don't know why. Even my regular dry France setup does not have 5.5 wings. I think it's like more like 2.5 wings, but I don't know. It just didn't feel right. So I think it's a one-off thing. We'll make sure it is a one-off thing. So hopefully in the next video, which is our semi-home Grand Prix in Austria, as well as Silverstone, I'm hoping for good results there. So yeah, that's all I can say right now. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe if you're new using the red button down below, and hit the notification bell so you're notified when the next video goes live. I hope you guys are enjoying this series and also staying safe during these current pressing times. And until next time, please take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you next time.